We are alive.
Shoot.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Crypto Kids. I am your host, Chocolate Gold Bay, and this is my host, Dawood L.
Peace, family. Good evening. How everybody doing?
All right.
Right.
Glad to be here.
Yes, indeed. Thank y'all all for coming. And then we have Sister El Ruby Thomas, who will be our producer in the background. Thank you. And Alvin Thomas, the gold banker, who will be showing us a game a little later. Crypto Kids is a platform for the whole family. We invite children 7 and up to come and learn with their families about crypto, blockchain, and how to build generational wealth as a family and for the community. And so we're going to hop right into it because I'm excited to get to that game. So first, we're going to talk about what is Bitcoin and what is cryptocurrency.
What's up, guys? It's the Krypto Kids, and today it has been 3 whole years from when we uploaded our first video, What is Bitcoin, and by far our most watched video of all time. So we decided we are going to do an updated video about what Bitcoin is, because lots of things have changed and lots of things have happened since then. And also, Kea, I got braces. I love your smile. So right before we start, we're gonna watch our video and we're gonna do a quick reaction. But before that, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. What's up, y'all? It's the Krypto Kid, and my channel is about teaching kids about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies and helping them understand it. First question, what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin and any other type of cryptocurrencies is digital money. This right here is a dollar bill. Yep, this is definitely a $1 bill. This is also money. This is silver. Silver. If I want to buy something, I could use it to exchange it for something else. Because you and me believe the story that this dollar bill is worth something. Bitcoin is one of the coolest stories about money, because instead of paper money or metal, we can use digital money or code. Isn't that cool? Let's use an example. Say you want to buy something from the store. I could use paper money. Let's say my sister has a book I want to buy for $1. Can I have that book, please? There you go. Thank you. I kissed him. Now we have a receipt. Yep, here you go. We have just completed a transaction. She got my dollar, and I got my book and a receipt. But instead of having people and a receipt, Bitcoin is exchanged over the internet. And instead of only me and my sister getting a receipt, everyone can get a receipt. This is called a blockchain. Blockchain. In the future, we won't need paper or metal anymore. We can just use code, or to be more specific, we can use Bitcoin. It's awesome because it's faster, safer, cheaper, and easier.
A few moments later.
Now I'm going to send my sister a Bitcoin instead of paper money. I have a digital wallet, and she has a digital wallet. And that's where we start on the camera. You open the app. Now I'm going to send my sister a Bitcoin. Thank you. Wait, where's my book? Now smash the like button and the subscribe button in the link down below. My next video will be about the blockchain. Later, guys. Woo!
Game over.
Woo!
Siren in the background. So that was our little reaction of what is Bitcoin video.
Now let's get on to what has happened since then. So we just watched the video and we have lots of things to say about it. So first of all,
You were so tiny.
but you sound so like
Funky. I didn't down like
so
that.
basically there's so many things that were so like trash in the intro. Like one time my shirt was literally just backwards and I was just speaking.
And the thing I've noticed about the video is that Bitcoin has changed like a lot.
Like Bitcoin is now like
Sky.
so much bigger than it was 3 years ago. And how did 37,000 people watch this? That's just the question I have right now.
I was trying to learn cryptocurrency from a child.
How would 37,000 people watch this one video and click on it?
Wow, I got 500.
And 500 likes, wow. Another thing that I have to say about it is my boys just, what's up yo, it's the Crypto Coin Kid.
That's cringe right there.
So that was our first ever video on Bitcoin, coin as digital money. It was faster, cheaper, easier to use. But there's this really cool feature that Bitcoin now has that's happening. Bitcoin is becoming a store of value, just like gold.
And silver.
So what that means is gold and silver, they have a steady value. They just sort of stay the same throughout time. Unlike the dollar bill, which is going down, Bitcoin is now becoming like that. It just stays in value. And lots of people invest their money into that so they can just keep their money where it is.
Check this out.
And as the price increases over a number of years and the volatility decreases, which is certainly our expectation, it's going to be better for a method of exchange. But in the meantime, it's a great store of value.
I'll say the same thing I said 6 years ago when it was at 80 bucks a coin, which is it is the single best hedge against the traditional financial infrastructure. Whether you support fiscal and monetary policy or not, it doesn't matter. This is the schmuck insurance you have under your mattress.
This is a currency that people are starting to gravitate to as a store of value.
How can we preserve the value of this of our money, right? So MicroStrategy buys $250 million in Bitcoin, calling the crypto superior to cash.
All of this is really driven by Square CEO Jack Dorsey, who of course also runs Twitter and is one of the most well-known Bitcoin advocates. Dorsey has predicted it'll become the world's single currency, as he calls it, and the currency of the internet.
Paul Tudor Jones reportedly buying Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation. Jones comparing the cryptocurrency to the gold trade back in the 1970s, calling it the fastest horse in this environment.
Bitcoin today is like gold was in 1971. And so for those who are very young, you know, in 1971, gold was $35. And with the next few years, gold ran up to $850.
To understand this more, let's go back into the olden days.
When everything was physical, everything you've ever loved is physical. Music, toys, video games. Everything was physical you could touch. But ever since then, it just accelerated and everything is just
digitalized.
So, like, your money is digitized. Like, now it's digitized. Like, everything is digitized now. So,
digitized.
So, like, your meetings, and ever since coronavirus happened, or COVID-19, it's just accelerated that. There's more online school,
online
meetings, online everything. And that just all happened from the internet age and when the internet was created and the computers. and it's just gonna keep going up from then. Even like games, they used to be physical, then they became like Nintendo, like that. But now they're becoming like a community.
Like
you can
a
have
world.
a whole world in your game. You can literally like travel infinite worlds.
It's like you're going into like a different world, like a realm.
Like your own community. Like you can have different friends from your real life friends.
Now Bitcoin has done it with money.
It's now become just a digital gold. It's as real as the pictures on your phone. It's as real as the games on your phone. Bitcoin has basically just become real hard money. Hard, as real as it can be, sound money.
That you can depend on.
Digitized. So you may be wondering, didn't we already have digital money? Well, here's the thing. Anyone can make monopoly money digital. It doesn't mean it's money you can trust, and that's why Bitcoin is hard money.
Safety analyst said that Bitcoin is the... What? Safety analyst said that Bitcoin is the hardest money that was ever invented.
Bitcoin is like financial gunpowder. It's the safest way of sending money halfway around the world, the most secure way, and it's the hardest money that we've ever invented. So it's not something that is, whether we should or want to, or whether people, we try to win people over. And this, this is why my book is not marketing for Bitcoin, because I don't think marketing for Bitcoin matters. At the end of the day, this is economic reality. The harder money will win,
Oh, yeah, I can't remember when I met the guy. Yeah, we're best friends. We're best friends. We are.
Yeah, not really.
Let it go, burr. So there's this meme where it's called money printer go burr. And it basically means the USA will keep printing money, but it'll just make the money that already exists less valuable. And there's not infinite money, so this is why it's a very funny meme. And we'll play it right now.
It's just like, it's gonna go...
Is the Fed just going to print money?
That's literally what Congress has told us to do. There's enough cash in the financial system, and there's an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash.
No, you can't just print more money.
I saved the economy.
We're trillions of dollars in debt. The debt to GDP ratio is out of control. Who's going to pay for it?
Haha. Money printer go burr.
He's just spraying it all over everywhere. It doesn't make sense when they say there's infinite money, because there's these rare items on Roblox, but if you made 1 million of them, they won't be rare anymore because everyone would have them. So it's just like, what's the point where it just doesn't become rare anymore? So like, nothing is infinite. You can't just make infinite money. It'll just stay the same value. It'll always go down in value the more you print it in. So it just doesn't make sense when
you
they
just
say...
like keep copy and paste it, copy and paste. Like nothing will like be in value anymore.
Like that's the point of having a limited amount, is because it makes it rare and people like value it. So I went to Bitcoin Solutions and I saw the Zimbabwe and the Venezuelan dollar, and they just printed so much of it and made $100 trillion bill, and it just overvalued it and it just became worthless. And now that like $100 trillion bill could barely like even buy bread.
Really?
So it just went worthless because they printed so much of it and they made more money.
It literally became something and then it became nothing. So the most important thing about this video is, how do we get some Bitcoin?
That was the #1 thing that anyone asks on our channel. When we live stream the Bitcoin halving, everyone was asking us, how do I get some Bitcoin? How do I do this? Oh, we got 4 tips. So first of all, don't ask your parents to pay you in cash. Ask them to pay you in Bitcoin.
Over 2,000.
No.
What was it? What was it? Number 2, you're gonna learn how to get some Bitcoin using apps and games.
More on that in the future videos, just stay tuned. Number 3, don't waste your money on toys, video games, food. Not food. No, you still need to eat. Don't waste it on like clothes, toys, video games, because just invest it in Bitcoin, because if you make more money with that, you can still have enough to get the stuff that you wanted, plus some extra you can reinvest and make more. Number 4 is just get simple stuff. Just get the stuff that you need in life. You don't
Not
need,
that you want.
You don't need to get the fanciest new iPhone. You don't need to get the fanciest new clothes, and you don't need to be peer pressured by your friends. It doesn't matter what they think. Just start investing and just make more money, and you don't need all of that other stuff. And those are our 4 tips on how you can also grow your Bitcoin and also get some.
All right, that was an awesome video. And they're right. You know, if we keep printing money, then it will have no value pretty soon. It will be worthless. And we see that happening right now with our fiat dollars. As they're printing and printing, is losing its value. And we see that with hyperinflation, with the prices constantly going up. For me, I love that end part when he's going over ways to get with Bitcoin. I think that is so amazing. That he's giving that state of mind. Don't buy stuff.
That's right.
Don't get paid allowance in dollars. Get paid in Bitcoin, and that's where I'm at.
That's right.
In crypto.
So he kind of skipped that last line, which was get a side hustle. I was like, okay, I got some chores in here if y'all need to.
Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna get to that. We got a side hustle for y'all.
That's right. That's right.
All right, so they were talking about how Bitcoin was fast, it's secure. It's something that you don't have to worry about as far as with trust. It's actually trustless money.
Exactly.
And so what makes it secure? What makes it private? What makes it be able to move that fast?
Well, I can answer it, but that would just be cheating.
Blockchain. The blockchain is the blockchain. It is amazing technology behind cryptocurrency. And so let's get an understanding of what that technology is. We have a video about blockchain technology that is going to go into it.
So you heard about blockchain, you got on the internet, you read a few articles or watched a few videos to figure out how it works, and now that you understand that, you're still confused. How can this technology be used in the real world? Well, let's take a look at a few examples, but before we do that, let's quickly recap what a blockchain is. In simple terms, it's a distributed database that everyone can get a copy of. Every person with a copy can add new records to this database, but they cannot change any record that's already in there. This property makes blockchains great to record data in a transparent way because everyone gets to see what's in it. So how can it be used? Well, in this video, I'll give you 9 examples. Let's start with the most obvious and most popular application of blockchains, and that is cryptocurrencies. When Bitcoin launched in 2008, it allowed people to directly transact with one another without having to trust third parties like banks. Since then, over 1,600 different cryptocurrencies have been created. But let's look beyond cryptocurrencies. Let's look at how blockchain technology can be used in cars, for example. Ever heard of odometer fraud? By tampering with the odometer, someone can make a car appear to be newer and less worn out, resulting in customers paying more than what the car is actually worth. The government tries to counter this by collecting the mileage of cars when they get a safety inspection, but that's not enough. So instead, we could replace regular odometers with smart ones that are connected to the internet and frequently write the car's mileage to a blockchain. This would create a secure and digital certificate for each car. And because we use a blockchain, no one can tamper with the data and everyone can look up a vehicle's history. In fact, this is already being developed by Bosch's IoT lab, and they are currently testing it on a fleet of 100 cars in Germany and Switzerland. So blockchains are great at keeping track of things over time. So besides odometers, you can also keep track of things like intellectual property or patents, or it can even function as a notary. See, a notary is someone who can confirm and verify signatures on a legal document. But we can just as well use a blockchain for that. The online website stamp.io allows you to add documents to the Bitcoin or Ethereum blockchain. Once added, you can always prove that you created a document at a certain point in time, much like a notary, although right now blockchains aren't on the same level as notaries in a legal perspective. Another interesting application is digital voting. Right now, voting happens either on paper or on special computers that are running proprietary software. Voting on paper costs a lot of money, and electronic voting has security issues. In recent years, we've even seen countries move away from digital voting and adopting paper again because they fear that electronic voting can be tampered with and influenced by hackers. But instead of paper, we could use blockchains to cast and store votes. Such a system would be very transparent, as everyone could verify the voting count for themselves, and it would make tampering with it very difficult. The Swiss company Agora is already working on such a system, and it's going to be completely open source. But there are many challenges. First, you have to be able to identify voters without compromising their privacy. Secondly, if you allow people to vote with their own computers or phones, you have to take into account that those might be infected with malware designed to tamper with the voting process. And a final example, a system like this also has to be able to withstand denial of service attacks, because that could render the whole thing unusable. Definitely a tough nut to crack, but if it becomes reality, it could make for a more transparent and practical voting system. Let's move to yet another example, the food industry. They could use blockchain technologies to track their food products from the moment they are harvested or made to when they end up in the hands of customers. See, every year almost 500,000 people die because of foodborne diseases, and that's partly because it takes too long to isolate the food that is causing harm. Blockchains could help us to create a digital certificate for each piece of food, proving where it came from and where it has been. So if a contamination is detected, we can trace it back to its roots and instantly notify other people who bought the same batch of the bad food. Walmart and IBM are currently working on such a system. It allowed them to trace the origin of a box of mangoes in just 2 seconds compared to days or even weeks with a traditional system. A system like this could be applied to other industries as well. We could use it to track regular products and battle counterfeit goods by allowing anyone to verify whether or not the product comes from the manufacturer you think it does. Another idea would be to track packages and shipments by using blockchain. That is something that IBM and container shipping giant Maersk are working on, a decentralized ledger to help with making global trade of goods a lot more efficient. Alright, so far we've looked at ways blockchain can be used to keep track of information and verify its integrity. But blockchains can be even more powerful when we add smart contracts to them. These contracts are tiny computer programs that live on the blockchain and can perform actions when certain conditions are met. Insurance companies could use smart contracts to validate claims and calculate a payout. Or they could allow us to only pay for car insurance when we're driving, for instance. But it goes even further. With smart contracts, we can secure our own data on a blockchain. They could, for instance, allow us to store our medical records on a blockchain and only allow doctors to access them when we approve it with a digital signature. In the same fashion, you could store your personal identity on there and choose what data you want to reveal. Ordering alcohol in a bar, for instance, only requires you to prove that you're over the legal drinking age. And with smart contracts, you can deliver that proof without revealing anything else. Or think about collecting royalties for artists. A future streaming service could set up 2 smart contracts, one where users send a monthly subscription to, and one that keeps track of what the user has listened to. At the end of each month, the smart contract then automatically distributes this money to artists, based on how many times their songs have been listened to. So as you can see, blockchain technology can be used in so many different ways. This video is just a brief overview of how they can be used, and it's by no means a complete list of all the applications. That would make for a very long video, as there is so much going on in this space. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite application of blockchain technology.
All right. So in short, the blockchain is just a public ledger that documents everything that happens on it. And I'm glad they brought up the smart contracts because they call me the smart contract revolutionary. Smart contracts is a program that I've been using in multiple different ways. One of my newest and most favorite ways of utilizing the smart contracts on the blockchain has been with Tree DeFi and utilizing the seed coin. Why? Because these NFTs, which inside the game are actually referred to as NF trees, are not only giving us a digital value in cryptocurrency, but it also has a real life solution. Of course, we know trees help with oxygen in the air, but these NF trees are more valuable because of their CO2 offset.
Now, are they virtual or are they real?
They are virtual and real.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So these NF trees connect to real trees in the real world digitally.
Yes.
Oh,
I like it.
I know. I didn't know that. I thought it was just, I remember you sharing it with me, but I thought it was just the virtual side for some reason. But that's definitely something to get into.
Okay. It's about to be on now.
There's actually a physical. So I have a cacao tree, which we know those make chocolate.
Right. I like it.
Can locate, pinpoint my NF tree, where it is. As it's growing, I get alerts from the nursery or from the people, the farmers who are taking care of it.
I'm sorry. This whole crypto thing, y'all.
Amazing, really.
So I'm gonna need you to share with me, and I need, because you're amazing at taking your time with that, how to start that process. Today we won't be doing that right now, but I'm excited what she shared with us about NF trees, which we're gonna be talking about very soon. NFTs. I love it.
Yeah. I'm excited about that too. I do want to take a moment and give everyone a chance to talk about their favorite applications on the blockchain.
Oh, I'm still a smart contract all the way.
Yes. You know, I love to utilize Cash App. I mean, it's so hands-on, right there, ready, quick. You can do it, you know, get what you need to get done.
Right.
And it's a wonderful application.
The payment systems, yep.
Yes.
That's another amazing application on, and people don't think about that. They think, oh, it's all internet.
No.
Cash App has a blockchain application. It allows you to transfer Bitcoin using much the same cash transfer, but Bitcoin transfer, same way, but different platform.
But different platform, correct.
That's right.
When everybody get used to more people get used to using crypto, the clever was going to be good too, because you can also get paid in that wallet also. You know, I was on Monday I had bought some sneakers from Skechers, and I was looking at my receipt because I was trying to do a tracking, and it's an application like on I have all this stuff written on there, and then I saw it where it says application cryptogram. And I'm like, wow, this is really something.
Check it out. Check it out.
Yeah, it's more and more, you know, it's in front of our face, but a lot of people don't know what they're looking at.
Right.
It could be just a word or a code sitting on your receipt like that. And if you're not in the know, you don't have a little bit of information, you don't even know that you're using the blockchain. You know?
May I say my 16-year-old wants this pair of shoes. And I was like, well, you should look and see if they accept crypto. She's like, okay. Shockingly, Bitcoin was accepted. And you know, that she was not expecting that.
If
and
she would have got some crypto a few months ago, she'd be even happy about that, because her sneakers would have came with change.
But she, you know, she's so fixated on fiat, you know, and I made her do a Mike Maloney, take some notes and stuff on other things. But yes, Bitcoin was accepted at that shoe.
That's what's up, baby. You're gonna see that a lot more. It's coming.
Yes,
it's coming.
yes.
See, we will. Anybody else want to share their favorite application?
Yeah, I'm pretty big on smart contracts and NFTs now. So I'm really about to get into these NBA hot shots. They're like flashcards.
Okay.
their NBA moments, like highlight moments on the blockchain.
Nice. Are they
I did hear
NFTs?
about those. I did hear
Are
about
they
those.
considered NFTs as well?
Yeah, so like if LeBron James has like a classic moment,
right,
and you got a rare package, because inside those, I think they got like they got different classes of packages. So if you got a rare package, that package will have all the rare and classic moments in it.
Now, got a quick question. Do they have any from the movie? Because I saw it. A friend of mine was sharing how the movie Space Jams 2 was really, really a way for them to introduce to our children the NFT market. And then I saw one of those moments.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like, wow.
It's not saturated at all. Like it's still
so
getting out
new.
there.
Yes.
A lot of resistance.
Child, I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna take a picture from my television and make an NFT out of it.
Why not?
I didn't even know. I was like, I should make it. That was perfect. That shot was perfect.
No, watch it on. Put it on the computer and take a clip it.
And I get in trouble. It's Warner Brother property.
The cool thing about the hot shot though is that it has a system that it supports itself, so you could take those moments and you could resell those moments for top dollar. And like people,
that's what I'm talking about.
People go on there, like this one lady made like $35,000 from this one moment.
That's the moment. Okay, we bring now we looking like we doing time travel now, y'all.
Right now,
we
I got
making money on time travel. All right. So we were talking about a specific or what a blockchain transaction, and someone mentioned Clever. Talk to me. What about Clever?
That's what I just mentioned. Yeah. It's like right now, it's still a little resistance and with the general public on the cryptocurrency side, because someone even wrote an article that cryptocurrency is in a bubble, and this guy showed it to me that I knew. I said, really? I said, well, there are countries that's using cryptocurrency as a currency. And so, let it, whatever's happening, let it happen, but it's here.
Exactly. It's here. So, it's here to stay. It's spreading. It has already been spread, and it's not all Bitcoin. And I think that Ms. Chocolate is going to make a point of that it's not all Bitcoin.
It's not. It's a variety of coins.
Yeah.
It is not. It is. I mean, there's
Honduras is about to get 1,000 Bitcoin machines in the country. 1,000 across the entire country.
Now, what's the beautiful part about that?
Now that makes transactions. Oh, for me. Well, actually, you can get transactions from home through these machines. People can send you Bitcoin, and you actually fill your wallets in another country. Yeah. And it reduces the remittance costs through sending funds across centralized.
Exactly, like the cost of money orders and the cost of Western Union and all of that. It just gets rid of all of those fees. You know
how we go to the ATM and you can't put money in those ATMs, but in this case, you can send money from your phone that is redeemable at an ATM locally where the person lives. In their fiat if necessary.
And that's a good thing.
For pennies and in seconds. While they're standing at the machine.
Well, I'll be moving to Honduras or El Salvador very soon. Get up, gone.
Alan, moved on, y'all.
Yeah, that blockchain system is powerfully ingenious.
It really is.
Fractions of fees, and then like you said, just quick timing. So definitely something to utilize.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, it is, and it's so exciting. Yeah. So, like I was saying, there is over 10,000 cryptocurrencies. And for myself, I usually look at use case for what cryptos I want to get into. And there's this coin that I have been utilizing, and that actually we've all been utilizing here at P2G Networks, which is the Tron coin. And the Tron coin has been sitting at about 9 cents, but it has some amazing partnerships and an ecosystem behind it that is building and going crazy, and I love it. And I want to show y'all some of those amazing partnerships.
So what is Tron? Tron was launched in 2017 by Justin Sun, who was a 2-time recipient of the Forbes 30 Under 30 award in Asia. Tron was initially built on top of the Ethereum blockchain, whereby its native TRX token was an ERC20 coin. Tron is a blockchain system which specializes in developing and promoting decentralized finance projects. This is carried out by enabling the development of decentralized apps and smart contracts. Tron differentiates itself from blockchains such as Ethereum through its consensus mechanism, whereby it uses delegate proof of stake. Tron's delegate proof of stake consensus involves a rotating cast of 27 super representatives who are entrusted to validate transactions and maintain the system's history. Super representatives are chosen every 6 seconds, and if chosen, earn the ability to collect new TRX generated by the protocol. Blocks are added to the blockchain every 3 seconds, and those who produce a valid block are awarded 32 TRX for their efforts. A total of 336 million TRX are awarded annually. Any TRX holder can vote for super representative candidates, among which the top 27 most voted candidates will become super representatives, while the 29th to 127th will become super partners. To vote on super representatives, Tron users need a network resource called Tron Power. Users receive 1 Tron Power for every TRX they choose to lock in an account. Whilst locking TRX coins, holders are unable to use the tokens for transactions. Upon unfreezing the TRX token, users lose their Tron Power and thus their ability to vote. Tron Power cannot be traded like TRX coins. Super representatives are responsible for producing blocks and packing transactions. Super partners, on the other hand, only receive voting rewards. All super partners and super representatives have the right to raise proposals to modify parameters on the Tron network. The use of a delegate proof-of-stake consensus leads to Tron being able to achieve high scalability and low transaction fees. Tron is able to process 1,000 transactions per second. There are no fees associated with transactions on the Tron blockchain. This is in stark contrast to Ethereum 1.0, which can only process 15 transactions per second, and transaction fees can reach highs of $50 per transaction. The Tron network is able to create 3 blocks every second. The Tron network's core layer computes instructions written in Java and the Solidity languages, which is the dominant language on the Ethereum blockchain. The computed instructions written on these protocols are sent to the Tron virtual machine, which in turn executes actions written on the blockchain. So how has Tron performed on the market? Tron is currently the 25th ranked cryptocurrency, with a market cap of over $5.5 billion, and currently has a circulating supply of just over 71 billion coins, with a maximum supply of just over 100 billion coins. The TRX coin fluctuated in price throughout 2020, whereby its price ranged from highs of $0.035 to $0.01. TRX has experienced huge increases in price during 2021. TRX experienced its first surge in price during the February 2021 altcoin season, where the TRX coin reached a price of $0.06. Fluctuated in price throughout 2021, where TRX holders a potential 2x return on investment. TRX price went parabolic between February and April. This rise in price led to a high of $0.16 per coin. This climb in price may have led to 2020 TRX holders gaining impressive 16x returns on investment. As well as Tron's impressive fundamental features, it is currently involved in a number of exciting projects. With Tron's ethos and ultimate goal of being the underbelly for a future decentralized internet, Tron made steps towards this goal in 2018, where the blockchain network made its biggest and arguably most impressive acquisition when it bought the peer-to-peer file sharing network BitTorrent. With Tron's acquisition of BitTorrent, the network is able to share distributed data and electronic files across the internet in a decentralized manner. BitTorrent has over 100 million users and at one point accounted for 30% of the total internet traffic. In 2018, Tron partnered with the multinational conglomerate firm Samsung. This partnership led to Samsung adding support for Tron-based apps on its Galaxy Store, with hundreds of millions of Samsung mobile phones and tablets sold around the world each year. This would give potentially hundreds of millions of customers access to Tron-based apps at a touch of a screen. Furthermore, Samsung has begun providing support to TRC10 and TRC20 applications on its built-in blockchain wallet. This will give Samsung mobile phones the capacity to receive TRX tokens. What are your thoughts on Tron? Is Tron better than Ethereum? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching.
All right. Now, I can't say that Tron is better than Ethereum, but I will say that I really like Tron as a coin and as an ecosystem. I've utilized BitTorrent for years in downloading files, and I always had a likeness for Samsung products. Their phones and tablets have always worked for me. What do y'all think?
Well, personally, I like all the connections that they're with. You know, the fact that, you know, you can actually go directly through the Samsung phone. And just like you, I'm very familiar with BitTorrent. You know, I used to do a lot of things on there, and I get a lot of information across the web really quickly in small pieces. And look, that is an amazing combination. And the fact that when we first jumped on, you saw the young man, Jason's son, sitting there with, what's his name? Warren Buffett?
Warren Buffett.
Phenomenal. So you know he's getting the message across well. He's in the right ear, or he's actually listening to the right ear, for lack of a better term. Don't know which way it came.
That wasn't, and just so you know, that wasn't just a photo moment. That actually was Justin's son paid several millions of dollars to have lunch with Warren Buffett. Now people would ask, well, why would you pay that kind of money? To have the type of information that would be gained by a sit down and meeting of the minds, to be able to ask Warren Buffett, who is like literally, he is like the benchmark for wealth in our country, actually around the world. And not just how to get wealth, but how to maintain wealth, how money works. This is a man who's led the score. And unfortunately, he has been really, really hard and stuck into his ways about knowing things. And so it has been that he's been brought into new understandings of how things are changing. That lunch benefited Warren Buffett as well as Justin's son, because it was an open door that actually his mind opened Warren Buffett after that meeting, because that young man had pretty much earned his way to the youngest person in the industry, and quite envied because he doesn't do things traditionally. And he's really building in a way that's aggressive, this Tron network. And it's out of the box. And so, not to say that there's a connection there, but we've seen Warren Buffett move more so in support of the crypto space. Okay, that has been something he has been a staunch, resilient person toward, I mean, completely. He was like, no crypto. Crypto is not real. It's crazy. And I've seen videos with this man going, oh my God, I wish I could talk to him. Thank you, Justin Sun. Because the world has shifted and the most wealthy man in the world should be also involved in that. I personally believe it. I like his values, you know, as a person, keeping very low key, you know, normal, you know, not sensational, doesn't let it get to his head, and teaches his family to do that with real values. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure people didn't thinking that that was just some photo op. No, baby. That was a meeting of the minds that changed our opportunity. It really did. It grew Justin's son to the next level. And Miss Chocolate's about to blow your mind because what Tron has done. I'm just gonna go sit in the back now and go handle that business, girl. I got your back. Let's get it done.
Yes, indeed. Because it not only changed things for them, it changed things for us, especially here at Krypto Kidz, because this is a family platform. And because of Tron and because of NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens, which is basically digital art or intellectual property, we have gotten into crypto gaming. And we've been utilizing this Tron coin in a farming game called Crop Bite. So let me introduce you to Crop Bite.
Shouldn't the way you charge your device be just as good as the device itself?
All right. Was that not a good intro? I loved it.
Yes, it was indeed. And I got to give a shout out to my good sister, JoJo Campbell, who actually introduced us to this game. She is the master of manifestation and manifesting all things natural. She is amazing, and I'm so grateful to her for sharing this with us. So the game, we got another video. Oh, that's so awesome. So awesome. I love that video. My question to y'all is, what game have you ever played where those game coins that are on your screen can actually be exchanged for an asset and also exchanged for paper dollars in your hand?
None that I've ever played.
Never done it.
Never.
Them points, if they added up to real money, I'd be really happy. I've gotten some high points in games, y'all, but Lord, I ain't get no money. Now they've asked me for money though.
Oh yeah. Buy this package and get this. Buy
Get
that.
these extra coins and gems and all of that other stuff. I'm like, oh no. Not after crop bites. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
No. This game has actually changed my views on gaming.
Mhm.
I've never been a really big gamer until
Mhm.
now. I'm getting more into these NFT games. I'm loving where this is going. So I mean, it's nice watching the video, you know, and seeing that. But let's actually look at the game. Y'all want to play?
Yeah.
Sure. Yes.
So who's gonna roll it out? Who's gonna roll it out? Time to play games, y'all. Al, you got that? Al, you got that?
Let me see.
All right, cool.
I think I can manage this.
Don't forget to share the right screen. Or we will get your crypto.
Oh no, you will not.
I'm coming for. Okay, hold up. Big news. Tron is 10 cents.
I know.
Tron is 10 cents like right now.
Yes, it is.
I'm
For
about
a
to
few
steal
hours.
our share. I'm about to steal his share.
Awesome.
Tron is 10 cents, y'all. Like they say, got assets on assets on assets. Start me up. It's about to look. This program gonna have to be over soon, y'all, because I got to go make some money. I'm just kidding. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
All right, we got to go back into the game.
Okay.
Can y'all guys see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen. Can you full screen that? Maybe make it if you
Just
can?
1 second, I will.
Okay, is it that it has to roll, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Gotta load all them assets.
I know, right?
Y'all are terrible. Y'all know that, right?
Oh, I should be trading right now, y'all. It's gonna be on.
All right, we're gonna unlock. All right, so why does it keep doing this? What is going on?
It does that occasionally. So when you're on the desktop, you gotta close some stuff. We talked about that.
Yeah, we gotta close up some of this stuff.
Yep, he gotta shut down some things, y'all. He gotta shut down some things.
Let's go back in.
So you want to walk people through this? Those who have not ever heard of this or seen this, they don't know what you're doing.
Oh, well, I just went to my crypto tab and I'm gonna have to reopen the game. I'm reopening the game.
You're at a crypto tab?
That is my browser. I'm in. That's the browser I'm in.
Okay.
Earning Bitcoin, huh?
So he's earning on earning. I like that.
Okay, so now we're at the farm. So Miss Chocolate, if you would, you want to walk? I'll demonstrate that. You just tell me where you want me to go so you can show them how this works.
Mm-hmm.
All right, awesome. So this game is set up to simulate a real farm. So the biggest things when you own a farm are going to be your animals, your crops, and whatever utilities you need to be able to maintain your farm, water and such, right? So the most important thing is going to be our animals, because we want to make sure that we always take care of our animals. We feed them properly because they hold the extracts that we will need. So what we do is we come down over here to our animal shed. This first shed here that the gold banker is going to click on houses our hens. And it says his hens are hungry. So yes, we better feed now. And then we get the help of our little farmer boy. He comes and he feeds them and gives us a thumbs up. So now that the hens have been fed, now they can produce eggs. He's going over to his goat shed now to feed his goats. And what do goats produce?
Milk.
Yes, indeed. So we want to make sure that we feed our goats well because they're going to produce the milk that we need for our farm.
And goat milk tastes better than regular milk.
Ew.
I've never had it, but I believe you.
Well, my sister told me she has some goat milk, and that she said that when she passed gas, she smelled like a goat. And so I don't, and I never tried it from that moment on.
Okay. Now we're feeding the cows.
I'm sorry, but that's what she told me.
Right, what it is.
And it's giving him an alert that because there is a how to play section that tells you exactly how to do all of these things.
And we're gonna feed the last.
Okay, before you press feed, I just want to show that it shows exactly the available feed that you have and the available water that you have. It also
Let me see. I'll pull it down so I can get a better view.
okay. It also shows you exactly how much feed it takes to feed each animal or each shed and how much water.
Well, that's the last feed I got. Ooh,
Okay, let's go to the shed. Go back.
Okay, we'll go back to the shed. We got nothing in that shed. Okay.
If you press that shed button, you can actually open up the shed and see what animals you have in there. And in this case, he has 3 different cows. It also shows you their health. So all of his health is at 100%, which means he's been doing a great job at feeding them. Now, once that drops at about 80 down, then your animals are not at a good health, so they cannot produce the extracts, whether it be eggs, milk, or whatever. And then you have to continuously feed them for a few days to get their health back up. Understood?
And you have to feed them on time. You have to really pay attention to your feeding times.
Yes,
Try not to be late.
Yes, indeed. So now that we got all of our animals fed, we need to tend to our crops, right?
And our crops. I just planted this corn today, so it's going to take a little bit to go.
Yes, and it gives you a timer. Whenever you plant a crop, it gives you a timer of how long it's going to take before you can actually harvest that crop.
Yes, go ahead. And this one has about 5 hours. So sometime later tonight, this crop will be ready.
Yes, and you want to make sure that you stay on top of that. If it's time for you to harvest your crop, get it out of there and plant some more.
Yes.
Now he also has a tree, or do you have 2 trees over there?
Yes. I have my island tree and I have an apple tree.
Awesome.
Okay, that's not working. Let's pull this down.
What does that palm tree make?
Bananas.
Oh, that's a banana tree.
Yes. I got that. Well, we were playing last week, and we were showing how to do the trading, and someone, I guess they needed to sell off their tree, and I put up the value, and boom, I had a tree before I knew it.
Yay. Yes, and then as we see on his apple tree, it has about a day and an hour until you can harvest and pull those apples.
So sometime around, I guess, 9 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be able to harvest my apples. And this one has 4 days because I just did this one this morning. I just harvested this morning. And all I have, what I like about this one, I believe it produces 5 bananas every time you harvest it. But you gotta wait 4 days.
Oh, yes. Well, like I said, it's set up to really simulate a real farm. So in 5 days is a short time, but it's still showing you that it takes time.
Yes.
Not only do we have crops, though, the gold banker also has a well.
A whale?
A well.
Whale.
His well is actually filling up with water as we speak, and he has about
Oh.
seven, I'll say gallons.
Let's
And
call it 7 gallons.
so he got about 3 more to go before he could collect his water. And what do we need water for?
For our crops and animals.
Yes, indeed. So having your own well on your own farm is a huge benefit instead of having to buy water over and over and over again.
And you can actually position your crops, your wells. You can actually move these things around to suit what you want to do with them. See, like I'll show you here. I'll click the piece of land, and you notice it gets a green box under it. That tells you if it's ready to move. And if you look at the lower center of the screen, you can see the directional things. You hit this, and you can tell it where it wants to move. You can click. It'll move it all over the screen, wherever you want it to. Okay. Now I'm going to put that back and click it. I want to keep all my crops right in front of the well, so my farmer doesn't have far to go drag them buckets. I remember carrying buckets. I don't like it. That's all I'm going to say. I didn't like it. Okay.
Now, we talked about harvesting and we talked about extract. So what do we do with those once we get them? Anybody on the line want to answer?
Feed it to the animals?
We could feed the feed to the animals, yes, but
then take it to the mill.
Yep, in the grinder. But what about our extracts? What do we do with those?
Convert them?
Yes, convert them into
the G coin.
Yes, the game coin. Let's go through Gold Banker and show them how to do that.
Let's make some G things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you come in here, you come to drop boxes. The first one is going to ask you to select the extract that you want to convert. And wow, he has 31 milks, 16 eggs showing on the screen. So which one we want to do?
I like to start at the top.
Okay, we'll click the milk. Now, normally you could click away, but I prefer just to go hit 31 and be done with it.
Yes.
And you notice 31 coins got me six game coin or 6 GCs. And I'm just gonna hit convert, and then I collect my coins.
Yes. And you want to go ahead and exchange those extracts as you get them because they don't have any value. You actually have to swap them into the game coin for them to receive the value. And the game coin only has value within the game, but it can be exchanged for the Tron coin. Oh, you got a couple of furs too?
Got a little fur in there. It gets cold in the wintertime.
Where did the fur come from?
The fur came from the cows, actually.
Okay.
Either the cow or the goat, I can't remember which, but one of them, because they comb when you comb the tail up, the tail, you get little extras. Did I get
so
everything?
what do you get from the chicken? Because I saw black stuff come out of there besides the eggs.
Eggs? No, the black stuff was from the pigs. That was the truffles.
Okay.
And speaking of the truffles, I didn't see that come up. I didn't get my truffles. Hold on.
It don't come every day for some reason.
I didn't get my truffles.
Every 2 days. Truffles come every 2 days on the platform.
Oh, so even if I hit it, I ain't getting mine? I got to see something.
Every 2 days.
Well, I'm about to call these people that, look, I got my, it said it was out. So where my truffles at? Now that I made a scene on the platform, we good. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So that is how you exchange your extracts for the game coin. Now, we also talked about utilizing those crops to grind for feed. Let's go to the grinders. And you will go to the grinders by clicking the yellow arrow at the bottom, which will bring up this menu. The first one is showing your barn, which that shows everything that is in your barn, all of your inventory that's in there. The second one is showing your full inventory. That includes everything, your animals, your crops, your well, your solar panels, everything will be in there showing you. It'll also show you what needs to be done and what needs care. The third one, which looks like a spring, that is your grinder. And that's where we're going to go to look at the grinder.
Well, if you can see the grinder, you can see I have a couple items in the queue already waiting for grinding. I have apples waiting to be ground. They'll be complete in about 4 hours. I have corn. That's about 5 hours. So sometime later tonight, about 2 o'clock, all my grinding will be done.
Awesome. Now the fruit or the grinding is needed for the fruit feed. The fruit feed is used to feed the animals every Sunday.
Yes. Absolutely.
And as you can see, to utilize the grinder, it only costs about 0.1 TRX. So it's not very expensive.
Not at all, not at all. And so if you wanted to know how to grind, you see right here where it says new grind, you just click it and you have to see what you have available to grind. I have 5 bananas, but that's not enough to grind. And I'll share with you. Hey, you need at least 10 banana fruits for grinding. Everything needs at least 10. The only thing I can currently grind right now would be my corn. And I will just hit, that's 10. Hit proceed. And wow, they got a 13-hour window for grinding.
Oh, wow.
Then,
Gold Banker, can you re-optimize your screen? Getting a little fuzzy.
Sure can. How's that?
No. Well, one more.
Any improvement? Yes, no, maybe so. I can't tell.
Yes, we see it now. Yes,
Okay.
I'm seeing 13 hours. So it takes a little bit of time to grind.
Yeah.
Wow. I imagine the grinders are always busy seeing that there's so many people in this game. And like I said,
I think there's only about 20 grinders in the entire game. There's only about 20 of them. So
There was a
Has to
lot
be
of
a primo
unexpected
position.
growth. Yeah, there was a lot of unexpected growth in this game for people who are picking it up. I believe that they've hit their 100,000 mark for members. I will check and see because we just had an update on the Telegram. If you join the Telegram group, you can get the update for the growth of this environment, which is why these profits are going up quite a bit. You'll see it in the next segment.
Exciting.
now the only thing I would say to everyone is when you start grinding, try to be able, whenever you hit 10, try to start grinding, because this is why when you see the long grind period, sometimes you have to wait and you don't want to have to go on to the trading platform to buy a feed when you have corn to grind and you can actually do it at a better rate. So every time I pick up corn, I try to place some. I try to put some in the grinder. So when the time to come around, I'll have feed to feed the animals.
Right.
All right.
I'm glad you brought up the trading platform.
Oh, are you?
Yes, and I know you are too. I know trading is your thing.
All right, let's go here. And we can do a little trading.
Yes, so we're
Okay.
gonna go back down to the yellow arrow. And that last icon,
Yep. The one that looks like a red and green plate
yep.
or bars. And here is the trading.
If
On
you're
the
new
left
to
hand side.
trading, you
Yep.
see it looks just like any of the platforms that you use.
Absolutely. On the left hand side, you have all your assets that you're trading, all traded against TRX, including the game coin. Now, if you notice, and this is probably you really need to get, it takes almost 2.5 Tron coin to get one game coin. So if you came in early to the game coins were going at approximately half a Tron. You're about half a Tron. So if you came in at half a Tron and now you're at 2.4 Bitcoin and you decide to sell off your coins, you would make a substantial profit. You would be making a substantial profit in trading off game coins. Game coins actually have two purposes. They're burned to acquire, they're used to get the superheroes, which Ms. Chocolate will talk about later. And it's used to get TRX back into your wallet. But let's look here really quickly. Let me go over with you how to place an order real quick. You come right here, you pick, let's say I want another banana tree. For giggle's sake, all right? You see BT, banana tree. The current rate for the banana tree is $3,000. I don't want to pay $3,000 for a banana tree. I only want to pay 100. And how many do I want? One. Oh. Let's see. There we go. So you notice I have my price here. You set your TRX price, you set the number of coins you want. You hit buy, and I have an order in place currently. All right. I also tried to sell off some GC coin for 2.5. Currently, it's still at 2.4. No one has taken the offer. So I guess no one's really trying to get one of the superheroes just yet. But I'm gonna let my GC order sit there for a while. Unless it's been there 2 days. So I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm gonna wait one more day, then I'm gonna take it off the platform. And I'm gonna hold on to my GCs. Now you can also buy, but you can also sell stuff. And you can do it the same way. Say I wanted to sell, I don't know, if I had a lake. I don't have a lake, but let's say I wanted to sell a banana tree. Let's go back. The current price of the banana tree, I have one banana tree to sell. I can put one in there. And when it goes up, it'll sell for $3,000 minimum, or 3,000 coins. Or I can set it at a higher price. But I'm not about to sell my banana tree. But so you can see, I'm gonna put it up for 7,000 coins and hit sell. Okay, it won't let me put it there. Oh well, I once exceeded the price. No worries. So take that off, but you can see I already have a sell price in here for GC coin. Let me take that off. They don't want that. I'm gonna wait and come back a little bit later. Anything else, Ms. Chocolate, you wanna go over with them?
Let me see. I think the only thing I wanted to say is you can see the orders that are in over on the right-hand side of the screen. go to the order book and the market trades on that end if you want to look more into what's actually been moving.
Does anyone have superheroes?
Not as yet.
No, not myself either. I don't have.
Child, those things are expensive. It's gonna take you a little while to get to, depending on
The
how much
least
you put in
expensive
there.
superhero,
What is it?
4,800 GC coins.
1,000.
That is Attila. That is Attila, the chicken, the super chicken.
Super chicken.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
trust me, I've been looking.
So since we're talking about them, let's go look at them.
All right. Let's
Thank
go
you.
I know we'd be excited about these NFTs, and like they said, these are the most expensive ones on the expensive NFTs in the game. And as we can see, none of them are available. And I would imagine that ones did not want to sell them right now.
No, these are coins. Let me see. Get pro assets. There you go. I don't think they are.
Yeah,
Attila 750. Attila X is 750.
Game of coins, not TRX. Game,
And a game
coin.
coin.
Y'all know them
And
game
Attila
coins
Y.
go over to numbers of TRX.
These are all the superheroes that you have available.
Check
The
that
most
out.
expensive one is 18,000.
18,000.
The least expensive is 750.
Mm-hmm.
And Black Puma is a pig.
Actually,
Black Puma, that's the pig.
Pumbaa. Okay.
Timon and Pumbaa, you know who he is. Boom boy, boom boy. But yeah, they have different ones.
Okay. We're
And
coming into
you also
time.
got to remember there are full superheroes, they're baby superheroes. All right, but they're all NFTs.
Yes, awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. So before we get out of here, I do want to go over one more thing, and that is how do we add Tron to our farm?
Awesome. Okay.
So let's go into the funds tab.
Boom.
I thank you for that because we had a request for someone who is asked about that on the platform.
You went to the what tab?
Funds.
Funds.
So right here to the funds.
Oh.
My
That's
funds
on
are
the
good. My funds are
desktop.
good.
The funds that's on the desktop, not on the phone.
Yeah, it's on the phone too. You just gotta look. It's just look. It's smaller.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and click on Tron. Once you click on Tron, it'll bring up these three options to buy TRX. Now, buying TRX through this, you will use a credit card or a debit card or a bank transfer. It also gives you an option to deposit Tron, which would be the next tab. And you could actually use the QR code and just scan it, or it has an option where you can copy it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see in that in the yellow, it's showing you that the minimum deposit that you can deposit of TRX is actually 4. You can actually deposit as little as 4 TRX. However, anything less than that will be lost. So yes, this is where you would deposit. And we can also withdraw our TRX. Remember, I said this can actually be converted into dollars in your hand if need be. Now you will have to enable your 2FA in order to withdraw. And I'm sure the gold banker doesn't want to withdraw any of his TRX, but this is where you will come to do that. Any questions about deposits or withdrawals?
No. Anybody got questions?
I'm good.
Yes. This is
No.
a training. This
No.
is training.
I'm sorry. I got a question. Where's the funds tab on the phone? 'Cause I can't.
If you go into, we'll start again. Let's go back. We'll go back to the farm and we'll show you where to find it at.
I'm sorry, Miss Rosetta, can you repeat your question? I didn't quite get that.
Where's the funds tab on the iPhone? Because I can't find it.
On the
iPhone?
I can't answer that one because I don't have an iPhone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you got to be on the farm, right? I'm on the farm, but I don't know where to go.
You don't have the menu at the top where it has NFTs, trade, funds.
Okay. Can I make a suggestion? Go to the how to play. You see where it says play? This is also on the phone. Hit play, Al. Hit play. Come down some. Okay, we have to go to learn to play. So that probably is at the end where help is on this, but in your on your phone, it would probably be in an area where you have that how to play. In the case of your phone, you have that little yellow tab that comes up.
Yep.
There's the
TV tab.
Right. So when you go back,
if you look for this tab right here,
look for the CV tab and hit how to play, which this is something that I wanted to kind of to start promoting a little more. So you can learn a lot of these things from the platform itself because it teaches you how to play. So when you hit how to play, Al, can you do that? This comes up on I've got it on my phone too. So if you go to how to play, scroll down to the back, scroll all the way down, or to the other side, right, all the way down. How to buy and sell, how to deposit. You see that? It's a little further over. How to deposit is a video that will play. Go ahead, Al.
2 seconds.
You want to play?
Okay, I saw it.
Right. Well, this question has been asked before, and it says download on the on Apple Store as well. You want to play it out so you can see what platform they're using. It'll give us all an idea of where to find it. Go to profile, then funds. We have our profile button. It's pretty cool, I like it. On your phone, TV, profile, and you'll see market, your history. Okay.
Look, I like the music too.
Okay, let's stop before you end up playing a video, man. You can stop the share.
Yes, yeah.
So we have
no more share.
Yeah.
All right, yes. And we are actually coming to the end of this section. Does anybody have any questions about anything that we went over during this time of Crypto Kidz?
No questions.
No, ma'am.
Great job.
Thank you.
That was a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
As always, yes, wonderful.
Can you tell us how we get some points for winning the fish game?
I didn't get anything for it.
Al said he completed the game.
What?
I didn't get anything for it.
The fishing game.
It's just a
I
game.
think it's just a distraction.
Yeah.
I think it's just a distraction. So there's a fishing game, just so you guys know, something pretty fun, and it will kind of get you moving on it because had me going for a minute. So if you don't mind, if I could just share a little bit about the evolution of this platform. I'm really excited. I really am. Crypto gaming has so many facets, and NFTs have brought so many opportunities. Different game platforms that are moving quickly. You can play something a little more subdued like this, which gives you a little bit of an idea to how to build on a slower, more paced out way. And then they have game cards, which, by the way, this platform is about to speed up when they get started with their battles and the game battles with those superheroes and building and what the superheroes can. So be ready, because you're in the beginning of the evolution of an NFT game. And this has been marked as one of the top games in this crypto space. So that being said, I want you to look forward to some new opportunities on the P2G platform. We have gotten into a space where this whole NFT space allows us to become investors in you, our guests, and the people out here. There's a project called Axie Infinity. And that gaming platform allows for sponsorship through something called an NFT. It's a sponsorship through scholarships. Too many S's. Scholarships. And what happens is if you couldn't afford to buy the parts and the game pieces, someone who owns them can allow you to play, create income, of course, at a portion of what you earn for free, and you begin to make money with NFTs for the first time in your life. Playing video games, playing card games digitally. It's quite exciting. Now that's one platform. Another one that we ourselves in P2G are getting involved is called Splinterland. Splinterland, you should look it up, because we're looking to do much the same thing with young people or even adults who want to learn how to game and win as a group. So guys, ladies, kids, all of our crypto people, it's about to be on in a big way, and all the opportunities are allotted for all of us. So you don't have to know how to game to be able to sponsor a real true gamer, and all of you win. NFTs have changed the way things roll out, baby.
Yes,
let's take advantage while we can. And the
I'm
price is right.
Yes, I'm so excited. This is the first time I've ever encouraged my children to play games. It's been awesome.
So I want to also share with everybody, this platform has a dual program. Don't miss next week, because I'm looking for my church, schools, parent associations to be on that conversation. You better use that blockchain for what it can, because it's growing finances like it ain't no tomorrow. Dawood L, you should let them know what they're going to be expecting next week. Can you do that for us?
Say again?
Can you let them know what to be expecting for next week? What's our platform next week?
Oh yeah. Definitely tune in and get all this good information. You got to be here.
Right.
Bring your friends, bring your family. Bring everybody out, bring your community, invite your church, all of that, because this whole circle, this information that we're given, blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, and not only that, but the games and these other smart contracts that are working as well, that are uplifting our community. So we expect for you to be, and you should expect the best when you come to Crypto Kidz.
Exactly.
So don't miss out.
Have that. So next week he will be presenting the smart contract, and he's not giving you all the info, so you got to be here. Sign up for next week's class. Be in the audience so you can ask your questions for your program, because we work it out together. Everyone in this room has their own crop lights, and we're all working out how to make it work for us, our family, and our kids. So I want to say thank you to my lovely, amazing presenter, Miss Chocolate Go Bag. That's what's up.
You're welcome, and thank you as well. Thank everyone for coming and spending this time with me.
I can't, you know, I can't not be away for too long. I've been busy. I've been stuck under a computer for a minute. And I love this platform. It is amongst the, well, it's, I love all of our platforms, but this is the one that gets me a little bit because I play it all the time now. I had no time for gaming. I had to get rid of the games on my phone until now I can put them on there and enjoy them. It's making money. So thank you so much for presenting this. I so appreciate it. I really do. And to share this has been phenomenal. Mr. Gold Banker Thomas, what you doing down there? I think I didn't remember you just rolling out here showing us all showing off all our money. I love it. I want to thank everyone who participated and actually shared their vision of this platform, because this is what we do, guys. So if you're out on YouTube or on Facebook and you're seeing this or you're hearing this or someone sent this to you, join us. P2G Networks is exactly the place where you want to be in a community of people teaching each other and helping one another. We don't need your money because we got our own, as you can tell, and we're growing exponentially. I love what we do here because we can help people finally. And it's one of the biggest, most important things for coming into the financial education field for me. I wanted to be effective in helping people, and cryptocurrency changed the game and allowed me to finally do it. Let's keep it going. Don't let it die with you. That's not how it works.
Yes,
all right.
If you are on the YouTube or Facebook watching this and you would like a link to the Crop Bites game, comment in the comments. We will get you a link so you can start playing.
So you get started your own game.
Yeah.
And we'll show you how it works. All right, everyone, let them know. Have a great night. We love you. Miss Karen. Look at her over there. Just doing
Thank you.
Yes, yes. So glad to be a part of this wonderful platform. We always just bring
Love
it
having
so
you
that
on,
people
honey.
can take it.
That's right. All right, we got some amazing, awesome people in here. Miss Avis is in the house. Miss Sonia, she's sliding in. She ain't sliding in. I see you there. Miss Rosetta in the house, handling business. We know that. And Miss Cheryl throwing it down. Look at you. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Thanks. Great job, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
glad to have you. Hope that everybody's benefiting from the platform because that's why we do it. Education with application changes the world for you. It looks so different. So we'll see you soon. God bless. And we'll see you back on the platform tomorrow actually it's for Fundraising Freedom Friday. Don't forget to get on in the morning. We're gonna kick it off and get y'all all that information. I just put it up so y'all can see us on Breakfast with the Thomases. I ain't kidding. We're gonna run down the whole day of fun financial amazingness for a Friday.
Let's
It'll be
do
the
it.
first Friday when you got paid and paid yourself twice.